This is part 2 for lesson 10-2.
All right, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. We were trying to enter our data into our calculator. So we had hit the data button, and our X1 had shown up, and our first number was 25. So go ahead and hit enter 25. Then hit the down arrow, and then what should show up is FRQ, which means frequency. And since there is only one of them, you're going to put 1 in there for frequency. Then you're going to hit the down arrow again, and you're going to have X2 equals. Now our next number is 26, so we're going to put in 26. Then we're going to hit the down arrow, and the FRQ frequency should show up again. And it already says 1, but there's two 26s, so we're actually going to just hit 2 instead. And when you hit 2, it'll replace that 1 with the 2. So we're telling the calculator that there are two 26s in that list. Okay, now hit the down arrow. And now we're going to have x to the third power equals, and our third number is 27. So put in 27. Now you're going to hit the down arrow. And there are 3 27s. So when we do the FRQ, you're going to put 3 there. Then hit the down arrow. You're going to have X4 equals, that number is 28. Then hit the down arrow. And we're going to replace that with a 5 because there are 5 28s. Okay, we're going to hit the down arrow. I'm just going to erase this instead of doing it again. So this should be X5, which is 30. Hit the down arrow, and the 1 should be there. Just go ahead and leave it as 1. And then our last one is going to be X6, which is 31. Hit the down arrow, and once again we have 1. Okay, now what we're going to do next is we're going to calculate our data. To do that, we're going to hit the button that says Stat Bar. And when you hit that, you're going to see temporarily the word calc comes up. Then across the top, you're going to see N, X bar, a capital S with a little x, and then a sigma x. And down here it should say 13, and then the N right now is underlined. So what we're seeing right now is that this is telling me that the number of terms is 13. Which I know is wrong because it should be 17. So I put something wrong in my data. So hold on. Let me go back and fix it. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So N should have a 17 there. There were 17 numbers in your data. So when the line is under N like that, you know there's 17 numbers. Then this right here is called X bar. This is actually the mean. And so if you right arrow over to highlight that, so when X bar, when that line is underneath there, you should get 27.94117647. And question number 13 is find the mean and wants us to round to the nearest whole number, so that's going to be 28. So once again, those directions are on that paper that you have. Look those over. You will have to know how to put that data in for lesson 10-4, so you might as well start practicing it now. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back now to those questions. Oops, they're not even on this one. All right, so once again, go ahead and answer questions 13 through, let's actually go 13 through 22. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to answer all of those, and then we will go through the answers together. Okay, let's go through. First of all, we should know that the answer to number 13 is 28. We've already talked about that. The median is the middle number, which is also 28. And our mode is the number that occurs the most, which is also 28. The range is the largest number minus the smallest number. So that is 31 minus 25. And the answer is 6. Is the data skewed left, right, or symmetrical? Well, if we were to draw a shape around it, okay, which we're going to do really quickly right here, we would see that the hump is in the middle. It looks more like the top of a cupcake, so this would be symmetric. So we would answer symmetric there. Okay, what does the mode represent in this situation? Use a complete sentence. Well, the mode is 28. So in this situation, it's the number of raisins per box. So we can say that there are 28 raisins per box occurs the most. What conclusions can be drawn from the dot plot? One of them that I have is that most boxes have 27 to 29 raisins. Okay, and our last 3 questions here. What percent of boxes sampled had 25 raisins in them? Well, that would be 1 out of 17, which is 5.9%. What percent of boxes had less than 30 raisins? Sorry, let me read that again. What percent of boxes that had less than 30 raisins actually have 27 raisins? So there are 15 boxes that have less than 30 raisins. Out of those 15, 3 have 27. So our fraction is 3 out of 15, which is 20%. And our last one, what percent of boxes, what percent of the boxes had 20 or 29 raisins? Well, that would be 9 out of 17, and that is 52.9%. Okay, that is the lesson, number 10-2. Remember, we have a quiz next time. You need to study 10-1 and 10-2 for the quiz, and we will also be doing lesson 10-3 next time.